All right, folks, it is a beautiful day here in Northeast Tennessee. I am headed home, and I've been working in Sequoia Hills. Me and Kendall, my youngest son, met me there today, and we did a job in Sequoia Hills right there in Knoxville. And anyway, it is 3:13, and that'll be it for the day, I do believe. Anyway, folks, look at them there mountains up ahead. That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going, folks. That's my home. What does your ride home look like? What does your ride home look like, folks? Does it look like that? Does it look like that? I doubt it. Some of you've got a prettier ride home. Some of you don't have quite as pretty of a ride home as I do. Those Cumberland Mountains, folks, just take a gander at that. How do you like me now? Anyway, folks, this is my home now. This is my home. I love it here. I feel at home here when I go down into Atlanta. Folks, I do not feel at home. I feel like I'm a stranger down there now. And I am so thankful this is my home, folks. So thankful. It is a different way of life, and it's not for everyone, but it is for us, folks. It's not for everyone, but it's absolutely for us, and that is why we are here, and I'm so thankful to be here. Anyway, folks, what do you think about that governor of Florida starting up his own state military? A military that only takes orders from the governor. And what do you think about that? I think it's pretty cool. I like it. Kind of like a state militia. I believe it will be made up of civilians. He might already have it. I don't know. It's been a couple of days since I've heard anything about it. He might already have it. It might be in the works, or it might have fizzled out. But well, at least he was thinking about it. And I believe it's how a lot of states are going to go. I believe a lot of states are going to go down that road where they have their own military. It may not be some big, military, but, they might have a couple of hundred or maybe even a couple of thousand military men and women, troops. And, I believe it's a good idea. I believe it's a good thing. That way they're controlled by the governor and not the president. Not Congress or whoever. And folks, find you a place that suits you. Find you a state. Listen, I say it often. Other folks do too. Find you a state. Find you a state that suits you, an area that suits you, and move there. Move there. You can do it. You can do this. You can. It is not hard. It's very doable. Everything always works out. And your state might be Oregon or Washington State or California or New York State. Or maybe it's Kentucky or Idaho or Tennessee or Oklahoma, Texas. Move there. You've got one life to live, folks. Just one. And you might as well live it happy around like-minded people and live the rest of your life out. Yeah, in a place that suits you. That's what we're doing here, folks. We're around like-minded people. And I try to be open-minded, folks. Try my best. And I try my best to be a live and let live person. I do. But I also want folks to do me the same way. You live your life, let me live mine. If I want to sway you my way, I'm going to do it through example. And if I can't do it through example, then yeah, exactly. Anyway, folks, so look at it here. Now, this is Rocky Top, Tennessee. And it's just a little old bitty place. It's a pretty place. That the Duggars, that show, the Duggars, and then there was the Bates. And the Bates kind of took over that. Got their own show. The Duggars fizzled out because of this and that. And the Bates, well, they live right here to the right, down that way, just a little bit, just a couple of miles. They live right here in Rocky Top. And I don't know how many of them still live here in Rocky Top. I think Pops does, the dad. And he used to have church right here somewhere. Anyway, thought I'd throw that in there. Beautiful here, folks. This is where we live. I'm getting close to home. This is our county. We are entering into Campbell County. Right here, you see the sign on the right. Campbell County, folks. This is my home. This is my home. Anyway, thought I'd talk just a little bit and let you enjoy some scenery on such a beautiful day. And it is beautiful, folks. 53 degrees, and I just have a sweatshirt on or a sweater and a light jacket, and it is perfect. I've had short sleeves on all day, in and out of the job site there. But anyway, folks, so yeah, I believe you should find a state that suits you and find you some land and start working on it. You're going to wish you had. If you don't, listen to me, if you don't, you're going to wish you had. Let's take Tennessee, for example. Folks moving here from all over the place. Now, it's not the only state folks are doing that, but folks are moving here from all over the place. And, especially East Tennessee. And property is becoming more and more expensive because of that. And so one day, you're not going to be able to afford property here in East Tennessee. You're just not. The value is of property is going to keep going up and up here. Places that folks desire to be. And, Western North Carolina is the same way, even more so. And so buy while you can. Buy while it is still affordable. Land here in East Tennessee is just getting to where it's not affordable. It sure is, man. It's, this past summer, I paid attention, and my brother-in-law was bidding on these auctions, trying to get him a place here, folks. Places that were worth probably $175,000. I mean, I can't imagine being worth more than that. Man, they were going for like $240,000. It was just the craziest thing I had ever seen, and it was one after the other. Actually, it's still happening. Still happening. Folks coming from out of state, man, fleeing areas that they don't like, coming here and buying up land. Lady, the county we just went through, right there in Rocky Top. Well, actually, Anderson County, but it was over in Andersonville. A lady moved from Colorado to there, and was building two houses, one for her and one for a family member. And yeah. A buddy of mine who lives right by me there was doing the grading and the excavating there. Anyway, folks, just running my mouth as I travel. You should do something. You should do something. That is for sure. Land is still pretty affordable around here. I mean, you can find an acre or two tract for cheap here and there. Run across a 5-acre tract, pretty cheap, but it is mountain land. If it's cheap, it's mountain land, and not everybody wants mountain land. Now, we've got roughly around 40 acres, but we'll never use 40 acres. I wish we had more usable land, but I like having land. I like space between me and everybody else. I like the trees. For heat, wood, and that sort of thing. Anyway, just running the mouth, folks. So this is it, folks. This is where I get off. Look at that beauty. Huh? Do what? Yeah, look at it, folks. My. The Cumberland Trail. Right here. Get off here and go down just a little bit and take a left. There's a campground and all kinds of stuff, a trail. Pretty nice trail. Oh man, school's let out and probably hit get some traffic. That's the only time, well, I don't want to say that, but, well, during the school year, the only time you're going to have traffic here is school traffic. That's it. There's no other traffic. Now, during the late spring, all throughout the summer and early fall, you'll hit traffic. Things get really, it's not really traffic. It moves, but it's super thick traffic here. And especially those summer months on a Friday and a Saturday, especially a Friday with folks just getting in from usually Ohio, but North Kentucky and some parts of Indiana. Folks flood this area in the summer. It sure is beautiful. Find you a spot, folks. I'm going to keep saying it all through the video. Find you a state that suits you. I'll repeat myself. I've got to drive it home through that thick skull of yours. Listen. I believe, I may be wrong, but I believe that folks are I know they are. They're fleeing to states that suit them. It's not that I believe it. It's happening. I see it happening. And folks are fleeing to states that suit them. Yeah, they're setting up camp. They're digging in. They're putting roots down. They're buying retreat properties, vacation property. Some folks are just flat out moving to states that suit them. And you should do the same thing. You're going to wait until you love North Carolina, but you're going to wait. You're going to wait until property's so expensive because folks are fleeing there. You're going to wait till property is so expensive that you're not going to be able to afford it. And you have to move somewhere else. My folks. Craziness going on out there. Craziness going on. And man. I am tired, folks. No sleep last night. Oh, man, it was rough. I probably got about 4 to 5 hours sleep, but it just wasn't enough. And I don't know if I was sick. I don't know. I don't know if I was just hot. But I did have a lot of covers on me. And I had my arms up at my chest, and I woke up at 3:30 this morning. I had been awake, falling asleep, awake, falling asleep, back and forth for hours. And then at 3:30, all of a sudden I wake up and I'm hot. And my hands are up under my chin and pulled in. My arms are pulled in at my chest. I'm laying on my back. And my hand had fell asleep. And folks, I was sweating. My forehead was drenched with water. I put my hand on it and couldn't believe how wet it was. And my collar of my shirt was soaked all the way around. My chest was wet. And I had been sweating for a while. So I don't know if I had a fever and it broke. I haven't been feeling good at all. I don't know what happened there. If I just got too hot from the covers. But whatever, I was sweating bad. And still don't feel good, of course. Still don't feel good. Anyway, folks, getting into town here. Now, we live on up here, kind of almost through town. We veer off and start going south a little bit. Oh, yeah, this is the beginning of Jacksboro there. When we got off the freeway, it was Caryville. This is Jacksboro. Now, we live outside of town. We don't really live in town. We live about 2 to 3 miles outside off of this road here. 2 to 3 miles outside the city limits. But this town here, folks, this Jacksboro and Lafollette, they're one town, basically. I mean, they just, blend into each other. But, any and everything you would need is here, and most of what you want. I mean, we've got Tractor Supply, Walmart, Lowe's, every fast food place. and then many mom and pop restaurants. Now, we don't have stuff like Applebee's and Longhorns. I don't know why. They'll have it one day. I don't know why they don't have it now. But lots of like restaurants at the marinas and that, and stores galore, pharmacies all over the place, optical, everything's here. I mean, I can order a cement truck, which we've done before, and it be at the house. You know, he's 5 minutes away. So 7 minutes away, whatever. So everything's here. And so you find a place like this, you know, however big, 5,000, 10,000 people, and somewhere in between, it'll have any and everything you would ever need and most of what you would want. And so you get on the outskirts of that town, and it's like perfect. I mean, I'm talking about it far, far from the big city, far from a major city like Atlanta or LA or New York or Chicago or Houston, far away from a big city like that. It is different here, folks. It is different. This isn't like south of Knoxville. You get south of Knoxville, you still have hillbilly folk, which is folks I like, but it is not really hillbilly country, you know. You get north of Knoxville, and it's different than south of Knoxville. That is for sure. It's very different. And, anyway, I should have stopped in over there. See, I mean, you got everything here. There's some good Mexican food here, folks. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. I am stopped up, folks. The nose is stopped up. Now, this Mexican restaurant here, Pueblito, it's a pretty good Mexican restaurant. Sure is. They say that the one on the other end of town is better. That's pretty good to me, though. You know, I don't eat just any old thing. That they fix some one thing I can eat, and that's a corn tortilla with grilled chicken, and lettuce and tomatoes. Toe String Road, folks. So this is it, folks. This is where we live. Now you can picture it. We got 40 acres, about 2-3 miles off of this road here, and it is perfect for us. Perfect for us. And we are far from any major city. We're 40 minutes from Knoxville, and Knoxville is a small city, folks. Small, and we love it here. We absolutely love it here, folks. Just kind of a taste of what we see every day. What is going on here? Oh, somebody. What in the world? Somebody pulling somebody else with a tow strap. 25 miles an hour, better slow it down. Now this is school traffic right here. It's the only time of the day you'll hit traffic. Now, normally there's not this much traffic, but there's a couple of folks that don't know what they're doing back there. They're pulling a car with a tow strap, pulling a big truck with a tow strap with a little car. It's hillbilly countries, folks. Hillbilly country. This is the high school here. And you'll have traffic here for about 20 minutes. That's not bad. You won't be sitting in traffic for 20 minutes. You'll sit in traffic for 5, maybe 2 minutes, maybe 5. but it'll be that way for about 20 minutes, just thick. So we're in Lafollette right here, but the town of Lafollette is straight ahead. It is on up there a little bit, not far, but the downtown part, the old town, downtown Lafollette is up there. Well, we're going to run out, folks. We are absolutely going to run out of video time. Anyway, so you go off the main strip, folks. You go off the main strip unless you're right in downtown Jacksboro or Lafollette. If you go off the main strip, that is it. You're in a rural area as soon as you go off the main strip there. I can't breathe, folks. Well, that's gonna be it, man. I wanted you to, let's pause it. All right, so I paused it there for a minute or two, just so you can see the lake. See how the lake is way down? It's way down. They don't drain it completely. I mean, boats still get out there, but yeah. All right, folks, we'll see you.